Monday. I am the governor of college football. Yes, sir. The mayor of college football, a.k.a. Downtown Nino Brown. Yes, sir. Welcome to another marvelous episode of Overreaction Monday. I am the governor of college football. And with me is a guy that needs no introduction, the mayor of college football, Downtown Nino Brown. Also with us tonight, the waves they ever do it, my boy CFB Moon. Fellas, it feel like it's been a couple weeks since we commenced. I'm excited to talk college football. We got so much to talk about. We're going to slave the pleasantries. I'm sure we're going to throw a couple of jabs during this episode. But let's get right to it. Our first headline, story we're starting off with, we're going to talk about Lane Kiffin and Steve Sarkisian Ole Miss comments, right? We had two very different ones. Lane Kiffin said that he thought because of Ole Miss's history of racism, it made it really difficult for him to recruit some of the players he wanted to recruit, and contrast to where he's at now in Baton Rouge. And then Steve Sarkisian chimed in talking about how Texas only allows 50% of your credits to. So if you want to enroll there, you're pretty much going to go back a year or two, while people at Ole Miss are taking basket weaving comments. I'm going to tell you the way that I took it as if Lane Kiffin's trying to throw a few jabs. I think a lot of people are pissed off about the Luke Farrelly situation, how Ole Miss handled that when he was enrolled. I think Dabo has a lot of people that support him as it pertains to coaches. I think it's deeply rooted in that. You know, I want to start with you. Talk to me about this situation. Do you feel like it was an overreaction? We saw like Colin Coward, Stephen A. Smith didn't like what Lane Kiffin had to say. How do you feel about this comments? Talk to us, brother.
I feel like Sark kind of alley-ooped it, and then Lane Kiffin sort of threw it down like Vince Carter, one elbow in the rim at the dunk contest. But not for nothing, I know he's not the most credible guy, but my boy Eddie comes out at Orgeron maybe a day or two later and kind of backs up everything that Lane Kiffin's saying. Like, maybe Lane didn't say it in the correct manner, and maybe it comes off in a, you just left there, and then Sark just made those comments, and then you go and smash home with that. But maybe there is some kind of truth to be told to what it would be. But I'll tell you what, pretty sure Ole Miss had a lot of talent come through that transfer portal in that very difficult area to recruit. Pretty sure they had a top 25, top 35 recruiting class when Kiffin was there. I'm pretty sure that they gave him all the money in the bank to go get anything he wanted, plus whatever his salary was. So I don't know how the recruiting was when he was there. I mean, he was pretty much no politics aside. He was one of either treated like the mayor or the governor, of Mississippi. He didn't pay for nothing. He could do no wrong until he did wrong. But I feel like this is him just kind of getting a low jab and then throwing some salt in a wound. But yeah, I don't. As far as Sark, like, Moon, 50%. He's saying, come on, and they take all credits. We're gonna start you back. It's funny, they start you back, but then they transfer in and they only play for a year and then go to the NFL. Where they starting back at? What kind of starting back is he talking about? Because I don't know about any of that.
I feel you, brother. I feel you.
What's Lane Kiffin doing with Vanity Fair? What are you trying to be bougie, bro? Like, what's going on? He is
bougie, though. Look, do you know his habits and his routines before he goes to just like on a casual game day? Because ain't nothing casual, but this man, he be doing yoga. Like, he be with the family. He be chilling, bro. He be chilling. He is bougie. It's okay to be bougie.
He be in a Tanner booth. I understand.
Bougie in Baton Rouge, right? I mean, I get it. The Vanity Fair thing, it was like multiple hours. Multiple hours, right? So
my grandparents ain't letting me move to Oxford. Come on, dude. Like, who pulls that one out of their ass?
I mean,
I would say pre Pat Willis. My apologies for cutting you off, Mo. That's a discussion. It's a discussion for sure. Like, knowing how like my parents is, if I was being recruited there, my mom would have been open to it. My dad would say, "Hell no." Like, nah, bro.
Where you going again?
Oxford. He said, Mississippi.
Crooked letter, humpback.
He said, all right, we gonna go on a visit, but we ain't veering too far off from the campus. So, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Continue, Moon. I got a few thoughts about it.
I get what you guys are saying that and I do believe that like there was some truth to that.
Not
but
now,
as far as to say it hurt him recruiting wise, dude, get out of here, bro. We saw the lineups.
Look at it from this perspective and take what Lane Kiffin is and just change the model or change the program. What is Southern Miss expected to be this year after Charles Huff left? Who's going out to Southern Miss? Charles Huff did a great job pulling kids and said, you know what? I know we out here in Huntington, West Virginia. I get it. But take a trip with me out there to MI, crooked letter I. And we gonna get popping. And what did they do? I mean, I had my gripes about them over 2025, but they got popping. You take that and then put it back to Lane Kiffin. I mean, which recruits are actively choosing to go there? That, you know, he had a lot to do with that. Walter Nolan, Trey Harris. I mean, you think that's their first choice?
Stripling. Like,
I mean, now the culture of what they have and what they are building, for sure. But who had a lot to do with that, though?
Yeah, it was
Lane Kiffin.
For sure.
So I feel like he knew exactly what he was doing, though. Like, even if you separate the history from the hustle of just college football recruiting, he knew what he was doing. Because you got to lay it out in a way. Well, I feel like Kiffin's going to automatically get heat no matter what he is, what he does.
He's must-see TV.
Must-see TV. You know, him and Coach Prime are in that same, you know, must-see TV. Here come the money. You know. Yeah. So we're going to automatically listen.
For the right. Yeah.
But how you listen and how you interpret what it is that he's saying kind of just depends on the lens that you've been through. Ed Orgeron, hey man, hey brother's not playing.
I talk. hey, but Moon, you're pretty sure Trinidad Chambliss wanted to come back to Ole Miss.
Because they probably gonna build that man a statue.
He's now the mayor of Oxford.
He was doing. I don't want nothing to do with no other school. I want to be here. Like,
but what happens when you're number 4 in the depth chart in the wide receiver room? You sit there and you have to sit there and say, am I going to do it? You know, now to the other side of it, he didn't have as many people that actually left and they chose to stay. Like what Golden is doing, they're in a good position for 2026.
100%.
So that part is never questioned. But I think he definitely had the Ole Miss administration in his mind when he was making this take and he was going on this run and saying, you know what, I've been kind of like, you know, keeping it P. But I can don't let me step out on you real quick because I can tell you about yourself and tell you about the 50 black players that we brought to your campuses, like Walter Nolan or Trey Harris. Or we could talk about the fact that the revenue increased. I mean, or we could talk about just the fact that we continue to make the Grove a destination and who's out there on doing it and how is he doing it, being the face of the new age of media. And now they trying to get this man to have the Lane Kiffin rule, not only the first Lane Kiffin rule, which is you can't negotiate a buyout in your contract, or you can't negotiate with another school while you're in the process of competing for a championship or the college football season is still going. That's like in discussion right now. But then there's another rule where we are with the Lane Kiffin. It's like, buddy, you have all this money, you got all this resources, you got all this hype, you got all this brand, and then now y'all trying to tell the dude that he can't even be on social media. Like, y'all trying to cut social media. He's active. I follow Lane Kiffin. Some of the things that he do is like, it brings attention to your program, love it or hate it, but they
Donald
say
Trump
good press is good press, bad press is press. Right? It's press. It comes and gets people going, gets some people talking. How else am I about to sign a number 1 recruit, Ahmad Hudson, and a number 1 tight end? Like, people are talking. They are the new next thing that everybody wants, the glitz and glamour. But he comes with that. He might not stay there for long, but when he is there, life gonna be good. Like, that's how I look at it. But I feel like he has some shots in mind specifically for the higher ups, like Keith Carter or the Ole Miss administration when he was, you know, making some of these comments too. Because it's like, you know, I won despite this. I recruited and brought these kids despite this. Now LSU is like, hey, we hear you, buddy, but hand me your phone. You're not logging into Twitter, bro.
I think you both made outstanding points. I just have a couple points to add to that. Then we'll get to our next segment. My first point to add to that is you got coaches that probably don't even know how to use X. Then you got coaches like Hugh Freeze, who's using it a little bit too much. Lane Kiffin probably uses this too much as well. Lane Kiffin's one of those guys who I think read the comments too. Like, I don't think he just posts and put the phone down. I think he posts and read the comments. A lot of what came out of Oxford after he left, like, this is football in the South. So if y'all going to sit here, question my character, talk badly about me, I'm going to talk badly about you back. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I think that's what that was. But ultimately, this is football in the South. We shouldn't have any issues with this. You know what I'm saying? We got the Iron Bowl. You know, Civil Wars in other conferences. We got Porter War. Like, this is college football. They're allowed to take jabs at each other in the offseason. That was the ultimate recruiting vehicle by Lane Kiffin. Because guess who's recruiting damn well right now? Oh, that team at Oxford is recruiting outstanding. And then they was able to keep somebody like a Trinidad Shambler, somebody like a Keywan Lacey. So, yes, this is all just a ploy to say, hey, parents, remember, that place down there, they got a deep history. Like, bro, they don't got nothing to do with now. But it's just a player who's looking at Ole Miss and LSU. But, well, damn, remember what Lane Kiffin said? That's all that was. It's recruiting tools. Everybody know Ole Miss is the new cool. Ole Miss is the new cool.
Layer.
Yeah. What you about to say, Nino?
Lane Kiffin just trying to be like the Conor McGregor of television. He just, like, when you don't hear about him for a minute, I'm just going to stick my nose out there, do something stupid, say something. So make there's Kiffin. Yeah, Coach Kiffin out there. He's active, man. You know what I mean?
But you see like another example with LSU. You know, what was life like just 2-3 years ago? Mm-hmm. You know, it's entirely different if you're an LSU fan. And you had a guy out there, you know, trying gumbo, trying new accents, and it's a different thing. So where did he get his sauce and his mojo from?
BK is from Texas.
Lane Kiffin, because he was out there watching Ole Miss saying, dang, I got to get better in recruiting, so I'm about to sit there in the pose and turn around in the 360 cam. You know,
he gave him the cold shoulder, gave him the ice grill.
You know.
Yeah. I think that's an outstanding point. I love the way we handle that. So let's talk about you guys' top 5. Let's keep this one kind of brief because we spent a lot of time on Pac-12.
Can I ask your opinion? Because I saw it earlier, and I know we're going to get in this top 5 rosters. But this whole Brennan Salisbury thing, most people that say they have a gambling addiction, I think it's poppycock, BS. You know what I mean? Yo, homeboy was just betting to bet. He bet on a Nathan hot dog. He bet on Turkish basketball. Yo, I'm dead ass serious. Romanian soccer. Like, bro,
how many pitchers strike they have in this?
Yeah, like he said, he bet on Indiana to feel more connected to the team. Bro, you need to go. You need rehab bad. Like, you need good friends, and they need to not allow you to have an app on your phone ever again. You might as well just take that pigskin, whatever trophies you got, put that in a box, bro. Like, I think
he's trying to come back to college football, and you know.
They said he's ineligible already. Most of everything I read and see is he ain't coming back, bro. Like,
he filed that thing today, man. He said he's trying to give himself a
chance.
He
can file all he wants, but the more and more news keeps coming out, making him look worse and worse. But I would be shocked if a team would even try to go down that route.
What's the number of games that you guys think that he would consider coming back? Like, because I feel like the resources in Lubbock, they will fight for him to get a. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like they'd give him 8.
8.
Good luck.
He's going to the supplemental draft. It's 8.
And I don't think but the way Calvin Ridley got whacked, dude, I don't think that a team was willing to take that chance on a dude that's just got all this dangling over his head.
Yeah,
I'll get a guy in a supplemental draft, then he gets suspended for freaking, a season and a half. Cool.
Yeah, he's going to have to enter the supplemental draft. But he got less than a month.
UFL, XFL.
I think he has talent to play in the NFL, but a team has to be willing to deal with him and get him straight.
You gotta have you could babysit, bro.
Yeah, you're right.
All of a sudden, you ain't at practice because he's
gonna need a big
just
vet.
betting on sports. We're gonna get it back.
Hey, what you doing? Every time you got this, grab his phone. What you doing, bro?
Bro, so what else we got going on here? Handicap hockey.
That boy addicted, man. Let's talk about the top 5 most complete rosters in college football. We started with Nino last segment. We're going to start with you this segment.
You going from the bottom up or what?
I'm just going to name a team and put it out there, and then we can debate, as we go.
Okay.
As we move up. All right, first one that's outside, honorable mention, but I really thought about them a lot was Miami, bro, because I just know what Darian Mensah is, and projecting on what he is going to be in 2026, based on what my eyes could see in spring, and everything that they got going on in their wide receiver core with Malachi Tony and Cooper Barkate. You add in Mark Fletcher. You also add in the offensive line that even though they lost some talent, clearly they still got a lot of returning production. The defense, I do have my question marks, but one thing I don't have a question mark about is their defensive coordinator, because that man is a dog. And he's one of the up-and-coming rising stars in college football, somebody that everybody needs to know about, Corey Heatherman. But,
coordinator Shannon Dawson is
Shannon Dawson get all the love.
Mm-hmm. Corey Heatherman don't get as much love.
He don't get enough love, and it's only year one, but they gonna know we outside. Mm-hmm. But they got a lot of production on coming back. But beyond that, I just like their overall offensive talent and firepower, what they're going to be in 2026. I put that head and shoulders. I could put that to anybody else that y'all want to put in the ring, for real. Because I feel like they got a good number one, got a good number two, a good offensive coordinator that's going to make that thing go. He can show he can get creative in the national championship ring. And then on top of that, you add in a new quarterback that could be more mobile than Carson Beck ever was. Even though he wants to be a pocket passer and step back and throw, it gives you a little bit more wrinkle and flexibility. Like, I mean, Malachi Tony looking like my ACC player of the year coming in right now. That's why I feel. But that's my honorable mention, and I thought about heavily on the top 25. What say you, fellas?
You got an honorable mention? Let me kick in a fucking door, then. I got him at 3. How you doing?
Let's go.
Let's go. Wait, my 4. I'm sorry. 4. I got him as the 4th most talented roster. I'm talking about incoming freshman. My man just flipped a 5-star recruit out of Oregon for this next class. Chris Paul
looking good.
He cooking.
He's locked in.
He got the stem face on. He out there swaying it for everybody. Man, that you talked about Mensa. They got everybody back in that running back room. Ain't nobody left. RB2, RB3. Pringle's
Stay
back.
committed.
They are good. You mentioned the wide receiver room. People forgot about Cam Vaughn. A year ago, Cam Vaughn was a dog, bro. Right?
4 tutties.
Had some trouble. You have a loaded roster. You lost obviously your first round pick on the offensive line, but we're gonna do a trick daddy and slide right in there. We got guys just ready plug and play. You bring it back 75% of that front line outside of Francis. 70, and then you bring in the golden child Darian Mensah. Bro.
I mean, it's gonna look good, and I think that they can.
And that defense is dogs, bro.
Yeah. Dogs. They dogs, especially with Mohamed Toure.
Toure coming back, right? You got Thornton transferring in.
I will say this though, last year they leaned on Mark Heavy, especially during the championship run. So I like the way that Shamar Brown came on. Like, I like what they got in their running back room, and I know that it's gonna be. They expect to be playing 16 games, so they gonna have to get more action. Brown was at like 122 carries. I want to see that like 160. I want to see that up, or at least his usage overall going up. And then we can allow a less pressure to be on Mensah because, one thing that we punished Duke for last year was you got Nate Shepard in your backfield. Why the heck why are we making it more difficult, bro?
We haven't talked about I think he's kind of like a Harold Fanning, and I think there's a chance that he's going to catch a lot of one-on-one coverages, and this guy's going to beat a lot of these linebackers over the middle and free safeties. Elijah Lofton, I don't think enough people talk about him as a tight end. I think he's possibly one of the top 5 tight ends in ACC, if not top 3.
He is top 3.
Like this dude,
he's not better than Bosley, but
he got the versatility. He got the hands. I mean, the thing is he's not going to get the targets, but again, he might throw those one-on-ones in these little pockets. And my man could just blow up. Watch out! Like Mensah likes a tight end, right? Every quarterback, that's that little their blankie is the tight end. Last often this year, I think, with Malachi Tony just wreaking havoc all over the middle of the field, doing whatever he wants, drawing coverages to one side, you're gonna have a lot of Lofton to the other.
Galore, bro. He has option routes galore, and I think they're only gonna expand his route tree and even more. I think it's just gonna be about time and chemistry. Can it all come together for them? Let's move forward because I know we gotta go through a lot.
I'll go with my.
Tell me your next team, Nuno.
At 5, I had Oregon at 5. I think with guys you got coming back, I think with some of the holes you got to replace, with guys that went to the next level. There's a few questions around Dante. I'm a Dante fan, but I know there's a lot of questions around Dante Moore. Like, I know you were one of them, KT. Did he miss the bus? Did he happen to not get the ticket punched when he should have?
Yeah.
They easily have the best front four in front four in college football. Like, I mean,
agreed.
Rushing, Mateo, Bear. Like, I don't even know if there's 3 guys on any of the roster that can compare with them guys. They possibly could go top 30 in the NFL draft next year. Like,
yeah.
So I think with that roster, and you could back end with Finney, Flowers, like, and the guys coming in, the true freshmen. What's his name? Washington, Jet Washington coming in as true freshman. Like, he's probably gonna get playing time. Question is these new pieces, and in that linebacker room kind of is where for me is.
That's your question mark.
Yeah,
but we talked about it before.
We did. For me, that's.
It's to your point though. Like, you say they got the best or one of the best defensive lines coming back into
100%.
College football. Them dudes are going to eat up so much space.
Yeah.
And then linebackers, Corey Parrish, all of them, drop them down. They're going to be able to have some flexibility at least.
I mean, Mixon's in the money man a lot, so he should be able to get, if he plays right and plays well, he should be able to make himself some money and get himself somewhere in the,
Hey, let me ask you this, Nino. Would you have Oregon ranked higher if they retained their coaches, offensive and defensive coordinator?
That's a great question. Staff matters.
And I know this doesn't, and I know that we're talking complete rosters, but yeah, I would, okay, because I think you kind of, a lot of just pulling the guys up into a system that they've been groomed in, and it's how they go. But there's always that little cushion period, gray area where they got it. It's going to be different for them. Maybe this was my guy and not that guy wasn't my guy. And they might not be in the right scenarios at the right time. So I could be wrong. And maybe they just step in the shoes and we're good to go. But I have them at 5.
That's a great one.
Because of, a little bit because of coaching staff, new coaching staff. And
I'm not knocking you, bro. I got them at 5 too.
Middle of the field for Oregon has previous years, not in the last 3, but the middle of the field, maybe let's say in the last 10 years, the last 3 have been great, but the middle of the field, that defense has had holes, and we've kind of got killed. Well, I say we because I am an Oregon fan.
Right, for sure.
Have gotten kind of killed in the middle of the field, which leads to guys playing in, leads to you bringing in the safety low, and then all of a sudden they go PA or they roll out, and you got to do dancing wide open. So that's my concerns are with that roster. But I felt if you look at a body, I think they're a top 5 roster.
Oh yeah,
I battled between Oregon and Miami. I
got them 4 or 5. So
I have a team that neither one of you have in your top 5. Probably
you gonna play Indiana?
Top 10. Nah, it's Oklahoma, bro. Oklahoma has one of the best rosters in college football, and nobody's talking about it, bro. And they're not getting a lot of love for it. I know from an offensive perspective, a lot of people are probably thinking, are they really that talented? You know what I'm saying? And I think that there is some talent here for Oklahoma. It starts, with Ben Arbuckle and John Mateer. They did not play to their level last year. I think that it was a little bit of the energy of the injury. I also think that it was a little bit of, hey, we were just in the Pac-12 a season ago, so the competition changed when you was playing at Mountain West. So getting up to that speed, I think, is different. But for me, it's what they were able to retain from a defense perspective, and what they lost is crazy. They did get Parker Livingstone. I think Trail Harris is a really underrated route runner. Caught a lot of balls a season ago, and Isaiah Satania is going to take the windows off the defense. Now, can they run the ball? Can they win a war of attrition on the line of scrimmage? We see that they have a bunch of guys that was on the team last year on the offensive line, and then defensively, you got Eli Bowen Jr. made a bunch of plays. Peyton Bowen, I think, is going to show out this year. Then you add that with Kip Lewis, and you add that with Owen Heineke, you add that with Reggie Powers. You are looking at a team that is entire starters defensively are guys that were on the team a season ago. I think if they're not 5th, they're on the cusp of being one of the top 5 rosters in the country. And then you bring in Brent Venables in 2024, one of the top defenses in the nation. Their offense couldn't get the ball past the 50-yard line. But, defensively, it was there last year. Defensively, it was there the year before. Brent Venables is going to play defense. The offense only has to improve incrementally. If they can be 7 to 12% better than they won last year, look out, Oklahoma's, I think, has one of the best rosters in college football.
Hey, if they go 7 to 12% better than last year, they might mess around and win the college football playoff national championship.
They're good, bro.
And I tell you this, what you said is so important. Owen Heineke, they've been using him as a recruiting pitch to say he came back. Jim Nagy, our dog, friend of the network, been using him to speak about how Oklahoma has the culture, the brotherhood. Those are words that constantly get poured out into this.
For sure.
So that's one dynamic that I really love. The one that I'm going to hope that improves in 2026 is the run game and specifically the health of it, because outside of material. They got to, and we talked about it. SEC is already another animal, of course, when it comes in the trenches. But they keep taking gradual steps up, so I can't be mad at Oklahoma in the top 5 at all. I like money material, but when you talk about that linebacker room with Cole Sullivan, Kip, and Owen Hunt,
dude, it's filthy, bro. David Stone on the defensive line, and then
I'm glad that was what I was just. Yeah. So those are my 2 points: is the running back room, because it's been atrocious for the past 5 years.
Oh, it's horrible.
Okay, is David Stone ready to take that step?
I would say yes, and I think the writing's just been on the wall. But it's still, I'm taking it for a grain of salt. It's only May,
because I feel like he could be the nitrous. To this defense,
because how Grayson Halton was always able to be in the backfield, always able to get tackles for our losses, always able to get pressure upfield. They're gonna really need that, especially with Venables and how he wants to get creative in the defense. So what you said is facts. That's another concern.
That's a great question.
Or elevated. I guess you could say elevated. Thought to put out there for Oklahoma fans, but
for me, it's the guy in South Carolina on the edge, right?
Yeah,
and David Stone. I need to see both of these young. These guys are 5-star. They had to pick the 50 office recruiting guys that come with them.
But just give it some time. They gotta get healthy. They still got a lot of injuries, so they gotta get healthy by fall camp. But what governor said ain't wild, bro.
No, it's so wild. I'm in. They were my honorable mention. I had them.
Were they really? Oh, I'm surprised. I didn't think neither one of you would. And Taylor Wine is another one of those guys.
I just couldn't put them over Miami.
Yeah, no, I feel that. I feel that. But I look at what they did last year. I don't look at it as a fluke, and I really do think that they would have played. And they what were they up 17-0 against Alabama for Alabama? I think they'd have put out a better performance than. Now, offensively, no, but probably from a defensive perspective, I think they'd play Indiana much better.
I don't like the stat. Misery. You know me, I'm not the stat. The return and production. You want to talk about return talent on the defense, just defensively. That for me puts them in. That was why last year I had Texas Tech in the top 5 roster. I mean, Texas Tech was sniffing an honorable mention for me again because look at what they did. They lost and they just plugged in the same style players into those holes.
That defense is going to be phenomenal again this year.
The Sooner caravan is going to be rolling again, baby.
Here's my thing. Did John Mateer get a taste of the spotlight a little bit, and maybe it kind of shook up what John Mateer was? It seemed like he was a small-time dude. Yeah. Now he hit the limelight, and that dude couldn't blink without somebody's. You know what I'm saying? Somebody was.
He did get a little bit of extra bravado. He did his. And then he got the injury.
Now everybody's.
John Mateer after the first 2 weeks,
John Mateer was a Chipotle.
After the first 2 weeks, he was in a Heisman conversation, and his stats weren't Heisman worthy. But he was in the just because Oklahoma was booming, but that defense
was back. Yeah.
But if he could just be better, I'm talking about, he don't got to put up crazy stats. I'm talking about 21 passing touchdowns to 5 interceptions, and I want to see more of him running this year. So give me about 400 or 500 yards. I think he got 800 or 900 at Washington State. If he can do that this year, they're going to win a lot of ball games. I promise you. I love what Oklahoma brings to the table.
I got 2. I'm with it, and I agree with what you're saying. But in my gut, and I know Boom was probably going to be stabbing the voodoo doll in me when I say this. I feel like for some reason this could be like a Spencer Rattler. Numbers are great. He plays well, but it's just something he just can't get over the hump.
Is it that F factor, right?
Nino.
I like it.
I'm not trying to be devil's advocate. I'm just
Hit the
for
bell.
me.
Hit the
But I haven't been a Mattia fan the whole time, and you guys know that.
You've been consistent. You've been very even before he even got and stepped 1 foot in Norman. You said you didn't get the hype.
Me and Moon got in a big fight about it.
But I remember.
So, like I haven't been. I'm not saying the kid's not talented. I'm just not. He could win me, but he hasn't won me yet.
You had supporting evidence last year too, because there was some like that Texas game. He had no business playing that, and that defense. Oh my God, they look like the '85 Bears, bro. It was bad.
You got a great point because you're not saying nothing that the NFL draft scouts and analysts gonna be saying in another year from now.
Yeah, he better get used to it now. He got ball out.
You got Nino Brown talking about you.
You get the film now, and then we can just put that in the past.
I feel it. All right, who we got number what?
Damn,
3
he had
now?
15 rushing touchdowns last year. I didn't know that. Yeah, 11 interceptions is way too high to 14 touchdowns. So you guys just give me a couple more teams. I know the Pac-12 is going to be the bulk of our what we do. So just name a couple teams. I'm sure you guys have them on your list. I just wanted to name Oklahoma because I thought nobody had them on the list. Shout out to
I had LSU at 3.
You said who?
LSU.
Okay.
We're talking rosters.
I agree.
Right?
I agree.
We're talking rosters and talent. We were just talking as a
fireman is coming. I agree with you, brother.
You know what I mean?
Talent alone.
Yes.
What they had already and what he brought into the portal. I mean, they retained Caden Harmon-Berry. That alone is running backs in the SEC is stupid. Like, and then you got Sammy Levitt. Like, arguably probably top 3 or top 2 in the transfer portal quarterback. Like,
some publications had him at 1.
Offense, Lane Kiffin, offense come. You want me? Lane's calling me in the portal. I'm coming. Lane Kiffin offense. I'm coming. Like, what, dude?
It's just a couple.
Chase
months.
Brown.
Chase Brown has been cooking. Have you seen the film?
What's it
doing to these cornerbacks, dude? Dude.
Yo, come on.
Like, fireman's coming.
So you had LSU.
The pace, the space, they real deal.
So
you want to talk tempo?
Best tempo in the country. Lane Kiffin, Charlie White Jr.
For sure.
Yeah,
for sure. They crank it up.
Good,
I know Whit Weeks is happy he's on this team and he don't got to play him again this year.
I'm letting you talk about defense because I know you're just going to talk. I mean, just what they brought in the portal alone puts that defensive roster.
Top Benefield's real deal.
I could talk about Trey Green by himself for a whole hour of World of College Football. Like, just by himself because he's that amazing in my opinion. And he gives them so much versatility. But the thing about it is, what I was going to ask you, you said LSU is in your top 5 and you got them at number 3.
Yeah.
So you have them better than Texas A&M. You have them better than Alabama. You have them better than Michigan.
Alabama roster.
USC.
Yes. Yes. Clear.
Miami.
Clear.
Oregon.
In my opinion.
But I'll make it easy for you. The only 2 teams better than LSU is Ohio State and Texas. And Texas is 1.
Yeah. Texas is 1 for sure. That's not
so
even
I would put, if I had to talk about SEC conversation, Georgia, Texas, right there. Ole Miss, right there too. But I feel like that's tough.
Rosters or you trust the system?
Yeah, I'm looking at talent.
I'm looking at both.
No, we're talking.
So
pure
the only
talent.
reason I got Texas A&M a little bit lower, but I feel like talent alone, like Texas A&M could be right up there with the rest of the country, like the top teams in the country.
Yeah, for sure.
Marcel Reed's returning. I feel like the biggest question marks come when you talk about the offensive coordinator and the new scheme that they got coming in. And then, Sanford's injury. But, I mean, if you look at deeper, the offensive line composition is just unsettled, and I don't want to know if Marcel Reed is going to be running for his life. So that's, like, why I don't got them as high as LSU. I'm not debating that LSU. I just wanted to see how y'all ranked them. Like,
no. I think all of that is fair. I think if Ruben Owens can stay healthy, they're gonna be able to run the ball. Then you add Isaiah Horton with Mario Craver and Ashton Bethel Roman. Dude, this team's got talent. They got a lot of talent.
They were undefeated. Like,
and to me, if there's a position that depending on your culture, I think defense translates in the transfer portal a little bit better than the offense, just depending on the culture and the system. But I think a lot of times linemen, if you can go get you a stud lineman in a portal, and they've played at a few different places, they understand the scheme. I think it could be a win. But you're right, they do got to protect them a little bit more. But Marcel Reed is going to have to be better in the intermediate passing game. Like
They're a team that I had. Yeah, absolutely.
I like it.
Absolutely.
I ain't mad at it.
I like it. My question to both you gentlemen is right now, game on the line. 2 minutes left in the game. You got to win. You taking Sammy Levitt or you taking Marcel Reed?
Marcel Reed.
2 minutes left in the game.
Marcel Reed.
Damn, that's tough, man.
I'm taking Marcel Reed. I'm sorry for yelling in your ear, audience.
No, that's okay. But hey, the last example of Marcel Reed with 2 minutes to go in the game.
But what defense was he playing against? He had two first round defensive ends chasing after him and making him run for his life. Let's just be real. Like that's just a fact.
So I think here is the issue. I'm taking 2024 Sam Levitt, but the Levitt I saw last year, I'm taking Marcel Reed. But in Lane Kiffin's system, I know where Nino's about to go. I'm taking Sam Levitt.
Not even that. You take Sam Levitt in 2024 and Sam Levitt in 2025, you get that average. And you take Marcel Reed in 2024's 7 game sample.
Yeah, right.
And Marcel Reed last year, and you get that. Who you taking?
I'm taking Marcel Reed still.
That's tough.
I'll take Sammy Levitt.
Sammy Levitt 2024 I'll take. But Marcel Reed showed progression last year. Still high interceptions, 25 touchdowns. What he had, 12 interceptions. He's not running enough for me. Yeah, he had 400 yards last year, bro. Get that number up to like 800. You're dynamic enough, and I know they want to keep him upright, but get those numbers up. It's like what Archie Manning told his grandson: run the ball, bro. Like use your legs. Like
you remember that comment I said about having two guys on the outside? Were those two guys making Marcel Reed's progression better, or was Marcel Reed progressing on his own? There was a void in the middle
of them. He wasn't going through all of them. That's a flag that I'll call him out on. He wasn't
middle of the season. He kind of got to a point where he was just locked on one guy, and it wasn't the offense wasn't the same. He kind of got back to it towards the end of the season, but guess what? One guy ain't there no more.
Mm-hmm.
But guess who I got?
That's a big piece.
But guess who I got?
He can be used like him.
You already know.
But I don't know if he's him.
Nah.
Casey Concepcion was huge.
Craver can be used like him. Isaiah Horton will be on the outside, I would imagine.
So now you're taking the guy that was used on the outside last year and put which he was used at Mississippi State on the outside, so he's kind of comfortable with that. I'm just saying it's going to look a little different now. Marcel Reed got to do an adjustment while he's trying to progress.
That's fair. Hey, all right, so I got Texas at what number? 4.
Texas who? A&M?
No.
The Longhorns?
Yeah, the Longhorns. Yeah.
At what number?
4?
Yeah. I debated between them and Notre Dame at number 3 because I got Georgia and Ohio State at 1 and 2.
KT is Texas defense is probably the team right there with Oklahoma that would think about as like kind of the craziest return.
I think Texas is the clear one.
Yeah.
You got Texas at number 1 over Georgia.
Yeah.
Your favoritism. Your favoritism is showing.
No,
you are red right now.
No. Well, I'm a Tech fan, but at the same time, I'm taking it like the scheme. Man, bump Bobo. I'm taking Kirby. All their wide receivers are freshman wide receivers. Like I love their tight end core.
Nate Frazier, Chauncey Bowens.
They got depth.
Tight end's going to produce.
Yes,
a lot of return of production on the offensive end.
They probably got my best safety in the nation.
KJ Bolden. Okay,
I'm Bolden. They got a defensive that.
Do you trust Mike Bobo?
No, because he's vanilla. But Kirby only eats vanilla ice cream. He only eats vanilla. So you're gonna have to be vanilla bean. You're gonna have to be vanilla with sprinkles. You're gonna have to be any variation of that. But
let me ask you this, Mo. So if you playing college football 27, right? And you like, bro, I want to go put up some points. Who you, bro? You gonna go get Texas, bro? I'm gonna go get Arch. I'm gonna get Hollywood Smuggers. I'm gonna get Raleigh Brown. I'm gonna get Cam Coleman. I'm gonna get Ryan Wingo. Dude,
but you asked me though,
and they gotta like that defensive coordinator now, bro.
Nah,
like, they're legit.
Muschamp gonna be fired.
Dude, Texas is the. Listen, I think Ohio State is great. I think Texas is here. I think the closest team may be here. That don't mean they're going to win the national championship.
They got one one three-star starting on that whole defense, bro.
That's crazy.
They replaced Anthony Hill with 107 tackle production out of Rasheem Biles last year out of Pitt. He was the number one backer in the portal. Oh, everybody wanted him. Where'd he go? Texas. Parker Livingstone. They said, boy, get your ass out of here.
Later.
We got money and positions available. You got to stick up. Bro, that defense is loaded with talent.
But I look at it like this
and production.
Wow. I'm not debating you, bro, because I get it. I could put Texas in my rankings at number 1 too, because I could see it. If you talk about Arch by himself and how me and you, KC, how we be talking about, my guy, what we know is coming. Winter is coming. College football, and Arch is gonna be at the center of it. I could easily put them at number 1 by itself. But when I started weighing all this stuff, I'm like, dang, Georgia got BTA on Texas last time I checked. Dang.
Texas can't beat them for some reason. So you're right. I see.
It's a physicality.
You use a little bit of head to head. My merit was only roster. I only looked at the roster.
I looked at rosters, and that's it.
That's it.
On the roster.
Yeah, that's it.
So if I look at Georgia, you ask me if I'm playing with Georgia or if I'm playing with Texas.
Yeah,
the most logical person in the world gonna probably say, "Oh, Moan, pick Texas," but you know I'm a cheat code, so I'm gonna pick Georgia. I'm gonna rock with Gunnar Stockton, right?
Defense.
Right. No. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna run Gunnar Stockton at quarterback, right? But I'm gonna interchange Nate Frazier and I'm gonna put Chauncey Bowens as my number 1. I'm gonna interchange. I'm gonna interchange Nate Frazier and put him at the number 2. I'm gonna do a little rotation with Dowdell so he get a little love. But man, bump Isaiah Canyon, bump London Humphreys. Give me some CJ Wiley in my life on the outside. Put Taylor on the inside, and then we can get maybe we can flex the tight ends and have Ellis Williams or Jalen Radell on the outside, and we just play big ball. We just play bigger and stronger than everybody else in the country, and then we just get like that.
It. I'll get Texas. I go spread offset, and I'm no huddle the entire drive.
You can't do that when I got KJ Bolden.
That's fine.
I'm a run
tackles and cover.
Yeah,
and you spying Arch because I roll with the quarterback, bro.
I got Raylan Wilson. I got Chris Cole. I got Chris Clavius.
But guess what? Your quarterback got to watch out for the best defensive lineman in the country and Colin Simmons, bro.
Okay, so that's true. And then I got to figure out how I got to match up with Cam Colin, but I got to debate if it's going to be Ellis Robinson
and Wingo.
And
Emmett Mosley.
And then let me
go with a 2-back set with Malik Brown and Hollywood Smothers and Arch. But who you covering? Because it's going to get dirty.
We're going to have to run zone. So we're going to have to run zone, but we're going to have to run zone pressures, zone simulated pressures. We're going to have to do stunts with the defensive line. We're going to have to make Arch uncomfortable so you have to move, bro.
You're going to make Arch get arrested, huh? You're going to make him pickpocketed? He be pickpocketed.
Hey, I love y'all, bro. This is the conversations that people need to be having, though. But like in a matchup like College Football 26, yeah, for sure. We do it like that. But Texas at number 1, I ain't mad at it at all. I already know winter is coming.
Yeah.
Notre Dame.
Notre Dame's gonna be good though.
Notre Dame.
Make no mistake about it. They're gonna be really
Notre
good.
Dame, Texas Tech, and Oklahoma were my 3 honorable mentions that I had.
You had
Mike Denbrock and CJ Carr. You want to see Mike Denbrock closer to where he was.
I had LSU at 4, and I had Miami at 5. So
I love it. That's
Oregon at 5.
That's well rounded.
I thought you are you on the CJ Carr train?
Yeah, but I don't.
Are we geared for liftoff?
I think we are.
Yeah, but has he got little pods on the side of this liftoff? Because I don't know.
Hey, chill.
They just lost the 2 best running backs in the country, but you think they're just gonna plug and play like that real quick?
Yeah, I think Aeneas Williams is going to be good. He ain't going to be Jadarian Price or Jeremiah Love.
Good, okay, so it's a step back from your 1. Who the fuck's the 2, boy?
I think that's when, like, the first couple of years you seen with Riley Leonard, it was run heavy. CJ Carr, they opened up the pass game a little bit more. This is Mike Denbrock, 3rd year in South Bend. I think he's going to pass the ball a lot more than he has in years previous.
I agree. I think Notre Dame's defense. Notre Dame's defense, I would be in a better position to match up with Texas if I had Notre Dame's defense. I feel like
I agree with that.
I can match up with you. If you get Texas, I got you. Notre Dame.
We're talking room roster, right? Like I'm just gonna talk wide receiver.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm a Michael Gilbert fan. Michael Gilbert, Jordan Faison, and Jaden Greathouse. You gonna?
They got it done. They got it done.
Oregon,
but they always get it done with those type of receivers.
Ohio State.
Though.
Miami?
That's their receivers. They receiver core. I like it better
LSU?
than past years.
Texas?
You know they got Jerome.
I mean,
Bettis.
where we at, bro?
They got
I
Jerome
like
Bettis
Gray
Jr.
House. I
on
like
that
Jordan
team, too.
Faison.
They're
Jordan
not in the
Faison has
same
been
conversation
consistent.
as any
No.
one of those rooms I just mentioned.
No, they're not.
that's fair.
However, Georgia is probably in a similar conversation as them. They probably.
I think I'm.
They probably got
I'm gonna
more.
Go on
They
record
probably
now
got
and say
older.
Taylor got more. Would be a 1 on Notre Dame right now. Taylor, Georgia's
My
wide
dog
receiver.
Taylor.
Whatever his name is,
Freshman?
Taylor. Yes, he would be a 1 on Notre Dame right now. That boy got it, and if he don't, I guarantee you, he's gonna be starting games for Georgia this year.
You putting me in a weird position because while I do agree with you, it's like Great House has experience. Like Cam Coleman has more
I think
experience.
Faison is a stud. I like Jordan Faison.
Faison
I think he's a
got
stud.
experience.
Like he's going to consistently get around 50 catches every year. Like he's going to consistently do that.
CJ Carr got chemistry.
Jordan
Already.
Faison is a Josh Downs type wide receiver for me.
I agree with that. I agree
Yeah.
with that. I think that's fair. I
Similar
think he's their
mode.
most consistent wide receiver, in my opinion.
Notre Dame's offensive line still comes together, but where I get a lot,
They're going to have that every year.
Yeah, I feel like it's gonna get more insight when we get to fall camp. But you talk about their secondary.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy, you can penalize me all you want to for my wide receivers, but they gotta go up against that secondary every day in practice, so they don't got no choice but to get better.
They got to get better, right?
They gotta get better.
They just
Dallas
keep writing the
Golding.
same story over and over again. It's Groundhog Day for Notre Dame.
No
Come on, bro. You know what I mean? It's been at least what a half dozen years now. Maybe it's
You
just
said Groundhog Day.
Keep this though.
Sending them to the NFL in the first
But
60 picks.
they do it, and you know it's crazy. Everybody talks about Leonard Moore, and he gets a lot of love, but they sneakily picked up Jaden Saunders from Michigan and DJ McKinney from Colorado, and I love DJ McKinney.
Hey, give me the ladies' man, Christian Gray. He's the X factor.
Nah, he is. He is.
He the glue.
10
He
pass
keeps
deflection.
keeps that. He does what everybody else kind of whatever their lack is. My man, the ladies' man, Christian Gray comes out there with the leather. Ha! Get it cracking.
Hey,
We're going to have to
we're gonna need.
expand on this conversation next week when we release our top 25, and then we'll all talk about it. But we got 12 minutes to get through 2 more segments, so we got to go kind of fast. My apologies. So, Fran Brown, how we feeling about Syracuse? I thought Steve Angelic was the number one, clearly, just based on the play we seen last year. But that's not looking like that's 100% automatic. How y'all feeling about that?
Stay in your lane, Fran Brown. You're not Dion. Don't try to be Dion, bro. You're trying. I don't know. I feel like he's just trying to be. Wait. Oh man, I never seen. Shut up! You never seen it before, bro. You don't watch film. You don't watch the same film everybody else fucking watched before when the kid was a 5-star talent, top 3. You know, come on,
That's
don't be.
it.
You didn't watch the Boise State film when they ran his ass off the blue field? Like, come on.
did.
When he played in 8 games, barely threw for 1,000 yards, had more interceptions than touchdowns. Oh, USC when he played 1 fucking snap. What? You oh my God, I'm gonna build. I won't get caught again. You know that's why I got this guy. I got Brad. Boy, stop! It's all bullshit, bro. I didn't go to the movies. I don't need no fucking popcorn. I don't need to get lemonade and put me in my seat and usher me down the aisle, bro. This is all shit. No, I know why? Because Angeli ain't ready. That's what this is. Angeli ain't
we
ready.
knew that,
And
though.
my man is serving you fucking melted ice cream.
It's May. Have all the ice cream you want, ladies and gentlemen. Don't let Nino Brown get you distracted. Look, Angeli just ran.
Broken.
Hey, look, Angeli just recently ran 19 miles per hour while running. He's been practicing routes without defenders on the field. So he going on air right now. So it's not like of course he's not all the way there yet, but he's still on
He
good
get hit
pace.
on air though.
Now
Nah.
he brought in multiple quarterbacks. So
Yeah,
I feel
what
like
was
he
that about?
said after 20. I think after
He brought in Odin
2025,
too, right? And the dude from Georgetown. The
Yep.
dude from Georgetown ain't no
and
chump
I think
either.
after 2025, he basically said to himself, I ain't never getting into a situation where my season gets destroyed because
Ricky
I
Collins.
lose out on a quarterback and I don't got a quarterback that
But
can
he
get
had
the job
3
done.
quarterbacks, right? He had 3
They
quarterbacks.
threw him all
to
into
start
the
year.
fire. And Angeli, okay, you
Ricky
knew
Collins
Angeli
was
was
horrible.
going to go off.
I didn't.
No, I mean we
went
saw.
off,
Wait.
We could have projected it. We could have projected it based on Kyle McCord.
Dion was on this episode. Me, you, and Dion. We talked about how Notre Dame at the time. We believe they let their best quarterback.
I remember that. I remember that. Yeah, I did say that.
Angeli gave us what 3-4 games at the end of that year in Notre Dame where you were like, oh shit, maybe they should have played this dude before. Why didn't they play this? dude?
Yeah, that's true.
So we saw a sample size. Yo, you talked about air. The only fucking air I want to hear about with Steve Angeli is him wearing his AirPods to learn the next play. Like I don't want to hear nothing about
throwing my dog out, bro.
I just want this. No, and I think this is Fran Brown. Once again, he got his ass scolded by the media and by the fans when he had, QB fumbles. But guess what? That was your fault. These were the dudes you backed. You backed Ricky Collins. Ricky Collins almost won a starting job. Boy, that boy couldn't hit water if he fell out of a fucking boat. Like, come on. Terrible. I don't want to hear none of that shit. This is you covering your ass now. And this is you starting to butter up the media. And this is Andy Staples. He knows when this comes out and that boy says that out. Everybody going to watch it. All the Syracuse alum and faithful going to watch that shit. Oh, Fran Brown talking to Andy.
What is Fran Brown? What is Fran Brown at the core? A developer.
Yeah, he is.
So if I have a young man that I want to send to his university to be under his leadership and care, Scotty Walden probably wasn't going to be able to tap into it. All these other coaches are still trying to figure out, not going to be able to try to tap into it. If there's any chance on God's green earth, green and blue earth, for my guy to figure it out, it will be probably with Fran.
Yo, when you watch Scary Movie, right, Moon? When you watch Scary Movie, right? When you watch the first one, right? It ended, right? They came out with 2 similar ending, right? They came out with 3 similar ending. You can watch the movie all you want about Malachi fucking Nelson. It could have ended the same way, boy. There's just something with him at the next level that doesn't add up. But we've seen this so everywhere. We've seen great high school quarterbacks that just ain't good enough at the next level. We've seen great college quarterbacks that just ain't good at the next level. I'm sorry. Malachi Nelson is your Nels freaking Uncle Rico, bro. And call it a day.
I'm not going... We can get into his stats. We can get into all that. I'm going to take your example that you just gave. You said Scary Movie. I feel like you really wanted to reference Scream. Because Scream, the first one, was an iconic franchise.
Yeah, that's it. That was, yeah.
Scream changed horror, right? Like, and then the next variations became, what are we doing here? We still here? Dang, this ain't done yet. When my popcorn ran out, and I still don't feel nothing. It's all those variations. So I feel like Fran Brown is more on the Scary Movie side, where he's like, let's have some fun with this. We seen Fran on the sideline. Like, he's probably one of the most energetic coaches in the country. Just having his players locked in. Yeah, and if you want somebody that's going to challenge him, he's going to be it. So Scary Movie challenged the narrative and said, we can take comedy and make jokes about all y'all and still get it done more efficiently. And now they just released the new Scream, and nobody trying to see that, because guess what we trying to see? Scary Movie 6 when it drops. Now, this is not free promo. This is just using your example to show that Fran Brown may be the chef in the kitchen like the Wayans brothers, and trying to say, hey, you might have not fit in over there, but you probably could fit in over here with me. And he didn't talk about Ricky Collins like this last year. He said Ricky still got a lot of work to do. He said he's still coming along. When you said he was saying for the one. Yeah, but that's not the same thing as coming. He was still honest with us. He still brought both quarterbacks to media days, but he didn't say the same thing about Ricky that he said about
Steve Angeli was at media days? I know Ricky Collins was.
Steve Angeli was a late transfer portal addition to Syracuse because they had a problem. Angeli wasn't right off the rip. He was the last quarterback added to that room.
Was he?
They had
Ricky Collins was the first quarterback
Ricky Collins last year.
You did.
At ACC media days.
You did.
But what I'm saying is that he didn't say the same language, what he's using with Fran. And Fran has been pretty real and transparent about everything. So I'm supposed to think that he capping now? Like, his body of work showcases.
He could
be
serving you vanilla ice cream.
Andy,
right?
It was Andy.
Giving you sprinkles and whipped cream on top.
He said it was Andy.
It was Andy.
That's my thought. That's what I thought.
Andy and Ari. So he probably
no Ari. Ari would have asked him about the
Ari.
About the BS he's giving for
I'm about to say Ari a straight shooter. Andy's a good dude. So that's my thought. Andy, my thought. I got a question for y'all. Go ahead.
You go first. Go ahead.
All right. Is Fran Brown on the hot seat?
Thank you. Yeah. Hey, ready? If he plays 3 fucking quarterbacks here, can he mess around and get his ass fired? Because I got a funny feeling he gonna play 3 fucking quarterbacks this year.
That's scary. I'm praying Angeli's healthy. I pray we don't gotta see the others. Because Angeli was money when he was healthy last year. Because he was leading the nation in passing yardage, actually.
But
before he got injured.
It's May right now, and he's still throwing in the air. Air throws, air plays.
When did he get hurt? He got hurt earlier in the season, though, didn't he?
Like week 6,
Clemson
week
versus
7?
Clemson.
What game was that? 6, 7?
That was
like week 4.
Nah, that was early in the season. That was like week 3.
Okay, so wait a minute.
I see what Nino's about to go here.
You fucking kidding me right now?
But
listen, wait, where's Syracuse? In New York?
Yeah.
They ain't got some of the best fucking doctors in the world. Come on.
Listen, bro.
How transparent is he being, bro?
I'll let you get one more rebuttal, Moon, but we only
not
got
about to get me to change up on Angeli.
Change up on Angeli, bro. I'm hitting you with the knuckle, baby.
Yeah. All right, so let's do this quickly, man. We'll go bar for bar, team for team. Nino, I'll give you a team. Moon, I'll give you a team. Just give me a quick thought for this Outlook session. Where we at? All right, Pac-12 is back. I'm excited for it. I'm waiting for their credentials to come out. So, Boise State, how you guys feeling about Boise State? Just give me one quick thought.
We're doing rapid fire?
Yeah, rapid fire.
Pac-12 champion. Year 1.
Oh, shit.
What?
Pac-12 champion, year 1.
Oh, shit. He went for the...
You want to hit rapid fire? I'm going to hit you real quick. Pac-12 champion, year 1.
Bro, you know you're not playing with me, okay? All right.
Nah, I'm coming. I'm like a butterbean. Come here. Wham! Big baby.
Quick rebuttal, Moon. Quick rebuttal.
I don't got one.
Okay.
Rashawn Jones, player to watch, true freshman, came in, had a great spring game. He's a player you should know.
Maddox Madsen's probably going to be the quarterback that shoots way the fuck up this thing. If he's healthy,
he's still going to be short, and he's still going to get NFL treatment by Diego Pavia.
Come on, bro. We seeing dudes getting drafted like the homeboy from Rutgers, Andy Galamanakis, or whatever the fuck his name is.
But guess what?
It's like, nah.
Maddox Madsen's healthy. He got a big arm. He's mobile. Watch out.
He said the same thing about Diego, and they still said, "Oh, short." They keep passing on to the next team. UFL, like I love him as a college football player. I love Maddox Madsen. Next team.
I'm excited for him. Colorado State, talk to me.
Jim Mora, first year. The quarterback battle is still shaking out. I don't like quarterback battles that shake out too long into fall camp. I'm passing on Jim Mora first year. Not that I don't think he can get the job done eventually, but I'm passing because I just think it's more talented teams.
I think if he's 100% healthy, Horace Hangey wins that job hands down. And watch out, there is your contender.
We've been talking about this for a while and talking about.
I got 2 contenders with Boise State. Oh, he was there. He got hurt at Oklahoma State. We saw him. He was balling.
But guess what? Guess what? Your biggest thing that you just said was if he can stay healthy.
No, not even stay healthy. Stay healthy. Is he healthy? Is he healthy? Not can he stay healthy?
You just got done grilling me for Steven Jelly's.
And in the same boat, dude. The guy they got coming in has 3 career passes at UConn. Bro, you know how many quarterbacks have gone through UConn? They went and got what's his name? Fagadonia. He got whatever his name, Fagunda. I think his name Joey Fags. Right there, whatever guy. And that dude got went to the NFL. This dude couldn't beat out Joey Fags, bro. Get out of here.
Hey, Joey Fags is kind of nice last year.
No, he is nice. I'm just saying, like, it had to be 2 years transfer portal quarterbacks while this dude was peeping through the fucking binoculars, bro, watching on the sidelines on the bench.
Offensive line is portal built. They still gonna have to wait and have time to come together. But I'm kind of passing on them.
Darrell Robinson from Auburn as your running back, back off the injury, healthy. I think they can be sneaky good, and I think the Pac-12 is wide open. This is pretty much the Big 12 2 years ago, but but I just think with their schedule, right? I think they are a team and another team that I think that could be contenders against Boise State for Pac-12 champion.
Talk to me about Fresno State and then
there's your other one.
FCS guys.
There's your other one.
Yep.
I
think return of production.
Yes.
A lot of return of production.
Nick Benedetto 425 coming in. That's what I want to see the most. Matt Entz. Like, I need you to get into your full run the ball philosophy. That's what he really wants to do. And as they create their new Pac-12 identity, look, I think it's going to come down to physicality and run game. So I'm leaning into a team that has an exciting running back and a guy named Speedy on their team.
Listen, if they can figure out the quarterback position. I don't know. I mean, I concerned with Christian Martin because he kind of got forced out, right? He wasn't going to play. You got to go. Freeman on the outside. Boy, watch out. I think he had 600 yards last year. I think you have a potential 1,000-yard wide receiver on the outside. 6'1". Was he 6'2", I think? Almost 200 pounds, 202, somewhere in that build. He got that prison. He going to add a little bit to that route tree. And you're about to see a lot of green in this kid's his route tree this year. I think that he's going to be the catalyst for that offense. On the outside, he's going to allow Donaldson to have some open lanes in the run game. Watch out for Fresno State.
Offensive line is one of the most veteran groups.
That's what I'm saying. In the trenches, bro. In the trenches, Fresno State's bringing freaking. You're looking at 85% actual production coming back in the trenches, both sides.
It's gonna be nice.
Oregon State, talk to me.
Oh, Shepherd.
Moon, you go first, bud.
All right. So the most unknown with them has been their linebacker, Aiden Sullivan, and what his fall cap availability is going to be like for, the push when we get to August. But their schedule, I think it's going to be better than last year. They got to make some early wins and statements, but first year for Coach Shepherd should, it should have its highs and definitely should have its lows. But based on the spring game, it wasn't really a lot that I came away saying with Oregon State that made me say, all right. Like,
when I think of Oregon State, I think of a guy that we thought was going to do something. And all I can think of is a soundtrack in my head is Master P. Make him say, no. Malik Murphy makes me say, bro. He just can't ever just get over the hump. And I don't know. Usually when people keep transferring down, it's to get better and get better film. But I don't know if that's working out for him. Honestly, I don't know if there's enough talent surrounding him on that offense to actually make him any better. Even in the run game, I think it's going to be a very long season. I think over-under is like 5.5, 4.5 wins. I got him at under.
Now, they do got Cordy Glass, who is coming on in spring. But I think their season is going to come down to Montana and then at UTEP those 2 weeks because you got to start your season with Houston and Texas Tech. Like, nah. Sorry, buddy. Nobody, buddy.
I'm concerned.
That's rough. Yeah, Malik Murphy, I wonder if the Darian Mensa situation happened earlier, would he considered going to Durham and competing against Walker yet? I wonder that a lot. Like
he would have got introduced to.
But did he really take a step at Duke?
I think so. What he had 25 touchdowns, like 9 or 12 in the.
Well, he was getting starting games and taking a step is different to me. Like, yeah, I mean, you're in games. How many games did he play? 16 games, 15 games that year.
Nah, but if you're being real,
13,
no, probably 12 games, right?
13, yeah. They were both eligible. So 13, yeah, 26 interceptions. I'm sorry, 26 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. Just shot of 3,000 yards.
What was his completion percentage? 60%?
60 flat, yeah.
Y'all look drone shot though. Like them getting Malik Murphy that cycle, they brought him to media days. He was their crown.
Yeah, no, I get it. I'm just asking if you thought he took a step.
No,
yeah, he did. No, I mean not at Oregon State,
not
but
from
at
Durham
Duke,
to Corvallis, from Austin
allowed,
to Durham. Yes, he definitely took a step.
Yeah, that's what allowed Duke to feel comfortable going to get a Darian Mensa because he said, "Dang, we
had a better record."
Here's my question to you guys: then, if he did that, and I'm sorry to cut you off, but if he took that step, how come nobody else but Oregon State felt that?
Nah, I don't think he took a step in 2025. Oregon State.
No, at Duke. The year at Duke, he transferred from Duke to Oregon State, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's right.
Why did his tape in that year at Duke? Why did nobody else want to throw the book at him? He had to end up in Oregon State.
Now he went to Corvallis early though. We always kind of dumbfounded by it. Like it wasn't one of those things where he was just kind of sitting around waiting for offers. If you remember in that cycle, he went to Corvallis early, and we was like, "Yo, is this an improvement?" I remember us talking about it, like, why would he leave Durham for Corvallis? Like it didn't make sense.
We talk about dudes getting calls in week 10.
Yeah.
Hey, when I see you, we're going to
yeah.
I don't know, just something.
That was many years. Year one, they went 9-3.
There were not many bidders. That's all I'm saying. He might have went to Oregon State, but I didn't hear about many bidders from Malik Murphy. That's all. Off that season.
Yeah, He had an outstanding season though. They went bowl. I think they won a bowl game that year. He played well.
Hey, Duke was able to say we can offer Malik Murphy a little bit of money. Shoot, let's go get Darian Mincer.
Ballin'.
Right. No, I feel. I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, but nah, you're right there. Oregon may win 3 games this year. San Diego State Aztecs. Talk to me.
This is a team that could be very scary if everything works good. Denagul, I think he's going to be the starter, which makes me excited. I like him as a player. I think Fresno State. Fresno State's going to be their main competition, at least in my eyes. Mm-hmm. But I just like Burt Emmanuel Jr.'s conversion from quarterback to wide receiver. I think he can give them some life this year. Lucky Sutton. His rushing floor is just the ultimate anchor for this team, and he allows them to have so much just stability coming into this year. And then Mike Lindsey. I want him to take that next leap. Definitely need him to take that next leap. Quarterback position, I know KT, like, dang, if they don't got that, they don't got nothing. We're going to need to see Benegal take the next step in far as downfield passing, vertical. Mm-hmm. But their offense clearly shows, like, well, we don't got to be vertical. We could be run heavy. 56% run rate last year.
Oh, yeah, Sutton is real, though.
Sutton is a guy that I wanted to talk about. I feel like he is a poor man's Hollywood Smothers. He doesn't get enough talk about because where he's at and the conference he's in. But he's a dual threat back. He's physical. He can run on the inside and break free. He can beat the edge to the outside. He has that speed, right? And he has that receiving capability. But for me, it's a guy that most people aren't talking about. And he had a real strong, mid of the season where he kind of came on. I'm gonna go Jacob Bostic, wide receiver on the outside. Mm-hmm. I feel like this kid is going to be the guy that's going to take them. If anybody's going to take them in that room, it's going to be this kid. You're looking at 6'3", again, another guy that almost 200 pounds, but stats are low. But when he's getting ball thrown to him, when he was getting more playing time, this kid can go up there and get the ball. This kid has elite athleticism. He has a huge catch radius, and I think that Bostic is going to take over that wide receiver one on the outside role for them this year. And I agree 100%. I think that their main competition is Fresno State. They could mess around. If they figure it out, they could mess around and be a contender. Being that contender group for the Pac-12.
I think that San Diego State should be the favorites to win this conference, but my issue is the games that they don't effing show up, bro. We had a game versus Hawaii. Like, dude, Sean Lewis, did y'all prepared all that week?
No, they didn't.
They got hands and feet placed upon them. Washington State, did they prepare that week last year either? Like, so when you start to look at this team and really start to diagnose some of the problems, it's like you look at some of their other losses. That them in North Texas, one of the best games we had all year during the bowl season. They lost another game in overtime. So to me, it was just a week that they didn't show up. But when you look at this team, you look at what Sean Lewis can do on the offensive side of the ball. If Denico can be, be a game manager,
7 games under 200 yards passing.
That's the thing. That's the thing I'm gonna tell you about. Stone Saunders came in for Kentucky, and he actually outpaced Denegal in the spring.
Did he?
In the spring scrimmage, yeah. He got this being like a competition that I think that could be alive. So we're gonna have to watch.
If he can win a job, maybe they win a. Maybe they win.
See this?
Zero
games over 260 yards. Never got to 260 yards passing.
But that's not their offense, though.
That's bad, bro.
But you can't be one-dimensional.
You can't.
But the other part is, KT just grilled them as far as the games they didn't show up in. But in the games that they did show up in, they held the number one offense in the nation scoreless on the 4th and goal from the 1 yard line. Like, we got to take credit for that. Demetrius Sumler, his rebuild of his defense is something that we need to put more credit on. That's why I have more comfort with them.
Well, we see the 34-0 against Cal.
That's State. Miserable.
Like when we see that game,
that's miserable.
Yeah.
Oh no. Can we see that?
They beat the wow. Hold on. They held JKS to no points.
It was miserable, bro.
They won 34-0.
That's
week 3.
Crazy.
After coming off a 36-13 loss to Washington State.
That's
what I'm saying. Bro. Which one are we going to get? Because then after that, there was no more firepower off. I mean, yeah. You're playing Nevada. You won 44-10. Okay, right?
Supposed to.
You played NIU. You scored 6 fucking points, dude.
That was a weird game overall.
Sutton didn't even hit 100 yards. Then it got 110. Like, You won 6-3, but bro, you scored 6 points
against NIU. Yeah.
Against Boise State, 17-7. And then, Mexico, good team last year, right? They had 9 wins, 10 wins last year.
Yeah.
It was a battle. We had to go to double overtime.
All right.
So I'm with you. There are a lot of games where they don't show. Hawaii dog walked them. They had no answer for Micah. Quarterback was doing whatever he wanted.
I was confused. I'm like, yo, what's going on with San Diego State? Because I thought they would have had the opportunity down the stretch to make some noise. If they got some luck from the American Conference and they could have won out, they had an opportunity to be one of those G6 bids. Yeah. And they ended
we was
up
giving them so much love.
We bro.
Their defenses was lights out for a minute.
They held JKS to 208 yards and 2 picks.
That's crazy. That is a stat sheet stuffer. That's one of those did you know that they used to do on ESPN back in the day. I don't know if they still do that because I don't watch the network much.
And then the next week only put up 6 points.
I see up and down part, bro.
Yeah, that's confusing.
Against NIU. I don't even know who the quarterback
that was in NIU, I think, right?
Yeah. And then I watched NIU. They play physical ball. I watched them. I watched them versus Maryland last year. I was at that game. So they play a physical brand of ball. If you know what, my bold take. This is my bold take. San Diego State will figure the F out. I think they'll win the Pac-12 this year.
Wow. All right. I love it.
I am not switching up on my dogs.
Brian, our boy Brian. I'm with Boise State. I know we're in a different conference.
Yeah, I'm with Boise State in a minute. Yeah, Brian. Shout out to Brian, man. All right, talk to me about Texas State.
Okay, Brad Jackson, 3rd season as a starter, school record last year. 35 combined touchdowns in 2025 year of our Lord. The man is a problem. They got the program's first back-to-back 1,000-yard receiver duo. So they're coming back with some firepower. Then when you add in Will Wyndham, his cover 3 defense that he installed during the spring has been taking some progressive steps forward. So I'm liking that. And when you have a defense that's going to be behind the offense automatically when you insert Brad Jackson into the mix, but the defense is going to be what separates Texas State from being a team fighting for bowl eligibility or a team that can actually win the Pac-12 in the opening year. They went 1-4.
Jesus Christ.
They went 1-4 in one-score games in 2025, and they entered 2026 with some regression that's obvious. Like that, you know how they talk about a team. If you go 1-4 in one-score games, like that has to change some more in their favor. I think that's going to be the case. Exactly, and they don't really have as many injuries as the other teams in the conference.
A lot of returning players as well.
We're going to have to watch Will Wyndham and his vision for his defense because I think, there was times last year they got shredded.
Yeah, I'm not worried about them offensively. Like, you mentioned the QB, Bo Sparks put up numbers last year. Running back average like 6-point-something yards per carry. But, yeah, can they play defense? That's the question. That's going to be the question. Can they play defense? Or is it first to 45 every game?
Can I say something to add on to your point, but, like, that might be a quote-unquote hot take?
What?
GJ Kinney needs to be on the hot seat.
Thank you.
Whoa!
And the reason why is because you need to take this comfort out of you, bro. When you first came here and everything, you were the prized possession and the crown jewel of everything what we need to talk about. Everybody was talking, brightest minds of college football. You getting all this love, getting all this hype. You came to Texas State, and what have we been doing? Up and down, like we just talked about with San Diego State.
Scrapping to get a bowl game.
Like, come on, bro. Like, what are we doing? And I feel like you have the luxury that most college football programs do across the nation to actually have a starting quarterback returning for the 3rd straight year. So if you can't get it to work with Bo Sparks and Chris Don Jr. this year, there is no tomorrow. It's like Rocky.
Some of these losses, they lost to Troy 48-41. They scored 41 points. Marshall 40-37. They allowed JMU to put up 52. They lost to Louisiana 42-39. Like, at what point are you going to make a calculate? Like, it shouldn't be first to 40, first to 45. You can't constantly win like that in college football. You just can't.
They gave up 29 points per game and ranked 78th.
95th in the nation in points defensively allowed.
That's crazy.
78th in total defense.
That's crazy.
When you said returning, a quarterback for the last 3 years, but they had to play a portal quarterback for the past 2 years. Brad Jackson was last year was a returning quarterback. He returns this year, but it was his first start last year. At what point?
The system.
How come everybody goes there for a stepping stone as a player, but we never see DJ Connie take that stepping stone as a coach and go? We said 2 years that he was going to be somewhere else, and he's still there scrapping to get a bowl game.
That's a fact.
Man, so really GJ Kinney is really what Charles Huff really is?
3-5 last year in conference?
That's bad.
Burn. Let it burn.
That's bad. Even though the Fun Belt was dope last year, ODU had a good year. Marshall record don't say they had a good year, but they were in some games. MU was good last year. Louisiana was good last year.
Jordan McLeod.
That's crazy.
Brad Jackson. Those are your three quarterbacks. All 3,000 yards quarterbacks. All 25-plus touchdown quarterbacks. You were in the top 75. Let me rephrase that. You were in the top 60 every year you've been there offensively. You had one good season defensively. You won 8 games. Last year, you couldn't stop a nosebleed, man.
We can't outscore everybody 45 to 42.
You can't put that on a quarterback. You don't have enough.
Walk-off.
You ain't got enough.
Right.
This Texas State fans be stressed, man. I'm trying to tell you. Their team is entertaining. I'll tell you that. Who else we got? Washington State.
We got Utah State, and I think Washington State's the last team. Yeah, let's give us a quick synopsis.
Who's going to be the quarterback for Utah State, please?
McKay Hillstead.
Is it Hillstead?
Is it, though?
I've been hearing that.
The guy who started a few games and then got benched and now left the team,
Nino.
then came back. Right? Like,
you need to have a morning show. We'll be more toxic than DJ Envy and Charlamagne.
Hey, why do I got the same feeling out in Utah? Why do I got the same feeling that true freshman Caleb Maryland is going to be the starting quarterback, just like our boy Bear Bachmeier was out in BYU? I don't know.
Are you only saying that because Bear?
No, he has inside information. You gotta watch this guy. He got inside information.
Listen, when a guy who only started a couple games because everybody was hurt. In Spanish, they call him abuelo. Cale Hillstead is abuelo. That means grandpa. Okay, that's what Cale Hillstead is.
Wally.
He's abuelo. Okay, he's
your abuelo.
All right, that's it, bro. He is a great experienced quarterback. He might give you that.
That man Van Wilder.
He might hit you with a Modelo. You know what I'm saying? But my guy is not your starting quarterback. If it's their starting quarterback, Utah State is already.
They named him the spring. They named him the quarterback on April the 20th, bro.
The starting quarterback?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
That's
after
fine.
The spring showcase. After spring evaluation.
I was gonna say there was no showcases, bro. It was.
He said what showcase?
Bro, Utah State got a lot of holes. It looked like an old shirt.
It's gonna be a rough year for them.
They're under a rebuild with Nick Howell as their defensive coordinator, but he's gonna be running at 3-3-5. So I'm just excited. Well, I don't want to say excited, but
excited. I don't think anybody is excited out in Utah State.
I like watching Utah State late night games, bro.
I got a guy, bro. I got a guy that covers Everton and Utah. I got a guy. And I think you guys know that the guy I got.
That's why I said you got inside information. I don't
He's the top recruiter out there. He telling me guys before I can even look.
Javen Jacobs?
No. And my boy Andy.
Yeah, I know that's why I said the guy inside information. I already knew he was talking about.
Yeah. So trust me when I say there's a good chance that my guy is going to be starting for Utah State.
I would look if that helps them in their quarterback room, so be it. But at the end of the day, you're already on the bottom of the Pac-12, and there's only 8 teams. So I'm looking at a front-loaded schedule that does not get easy. You open with Idaho State, okay. You got some cushion, but then the week after you got to go to Seattle.
That's a win.
So okay, BTA. Then you got to go to Utah. Oh, BTA. Oh, then you got to go at Boise State. Oh, BTA. It's going to be a long year for Utah State. However, having a quarterback greatly changes that. And I do think that they have a lot of positive vibes coming out from spring. And I don't want to write them off yet. But I just think that Robert and I...
Utah is in the cellar. Talk to me about Washington State.
Hey, real quick, is that Idaho State game a guarantee?
No,
Idaho State won the last 4 to end the season last year. I'm pretty sure Jordan Cook comes back. The dude who threw 3,000 yards.
They was giving UNLV all they can handle last year, right? That was Idaho State, wasn't it?
Yeah, Idaho
listen.
State might mess around and give them an L to start the year off.
So if the line comes out for that game and let's say it's Idaho State minus 16,
yeah, it won't be more than 5.
If it's something like that, I'm smashing that. I'm taking Idaho State to cover.
State for sure. Yeah, because they surprised me in that game because I thought Alex Orji was gonna have a coming out party because I think they ran both quarterbacks. They ran both Calandria and Alex Orji. And I was surprised how well Idaho State played. So
they have less quarterback competition worries, in my opinion, than the team like the next team, like Washington State.
Let Julian Duggar play, or else you're going 1-4 to start the season.
Yeah, Washington State. I want them.
Let Julian Duggar play week 1, or you are going 1-4, and the only win you get is against Duquesne.
Damn.
Hey, you laid that out brutally, but it's the truth. It's the truth. Like, I can't be mad at you because they got to go to Washington too. Yeah, that's crazy work. I think the highlight for them though is their spring. Like their defense, like their defense is in a better place than it was at coming off of the bowl season energy. They didn't make it, but coming off that energy. Now, I think it's really just gonna come down to 1-score games with them because they went 1-4 too in 1-score games.
I don't think they're gonna be in many 1-score games, homie.
Their schedule is brutal.
It's not good.
No, they gotta go to Washington, to Kansas State, 2 crazy atmospheres already. But then you gotta host Arizona Wildcats with Noah.
Yeah, smoked.
By that time, Noah Fifita should be in a rhythm. Yeah. And you
could lose the wall. You could lose to Fresno at home, but that they could be a well-oiled machine at that point.
Yeah.
But hey, I know it's Utah State and Oregon State, but you're on the road.
Mm-hmm.
And then you play Boise State, great, but at home, cool. But it's Boise State, they're probably gonna rout you. And
they gotta go to San Diego State, the team that we just said that was possibly in conversation to win the conference. So it's tough. It really is.
2 out of the last 3 games of the year at home, but they could possibly be 2-5 or 2-6 at that point. What does it matter?
What does success look like for Washington State in 2026? I say
5 wins. 5 wins is a successful season.
Okay, you say 5 wins. I say they got to win at least 2 to 3 conference games.
It's not even fair they play Oregon State twice.
They play Oregon State twice?
Yep.
Why?
That's a part of their thing. I think that when they
Pac-12
came over, that was their Pac-12 thing. They playing their team twice. Well, they had a thing where they played.
If you look at their schedule, I think it's like a TB game. It's a TBD game.
Yeah, it's a flex game, which is weird. But yeah, Oregon State play them twice.
Y'all got anything else y'all want to add before we get up out of here? That's crazy.
New logo. Hopefully, it's a new lifestyle for Pac-12.
I haven't even seen a new logo. Let me look at it real quick.
Can I say something real quick too? I love Crane and Company, but came out with the SEC top quarterbacks, and Gunnar Stockton was 2.
Who was at 3?
Levitt.
Where was Trinidad at?
1.
Okay.
Hold on. Where the fuck was Arch at?
6 or 5.
They mad about Cam Coleman, bro. Man, go ahead with that, man.
They said that Trinidad Shambliss, right? My boy said that his brother Lane said that Trinidad Shambliss is a Maserati. It don't matter who's driving it; it's still gonna go fast.
Archie's the 6th best quarterback in the SEC.
No way. No how.
Gunnar Stockton's better than Arch?
No.
That's crazy. Who else he had in front of Arch?
Hold on, let me see.
Oh, nah. They going to... Damn, I hate to do it to them. They going on Governor College Football, though. The Governor reacts. I'm reacting to that list.
Bring it up, right?
Yeah, they got to get cooked on Wednesday. I'm sorry. It's all love, but nah. You can't do that.
It was Trinidad 1, Gunnar 2, Lenoris 3, Sam Levitt 4, Arch 5, Matthias 6, Reed 7, Brown 8, Simmons 9, and Kamayo Taylor 10.
Get out of here with that, man.
On that note,
you know what,
sir.
I'm gonna charge it to the game because they understand content. You know what I'm saying? They on 3 now. You know what I'm saying? It's a content grab, bro. Cause I know our boy Jake no ball, bro.
He gonna put Byron Brown at 8.
Hey, we got bigger fish to fry. There's stuff going on in HBCU football that is just a mockery right now.
Oh, cool.
And
I've heard.
I ended out on this note before we hit him with the yes sir. Everybody talking about we need to pour more money into HBCU schools, and I'm the first one that's going to advocate for you. But when these HBCU schools don't hold up their end of the bargain and they get taken away for postseason eligibility, so no conference championship games, no celebration bowl, because you can't get your score in the classroom for your APR score to be above a 900. Come on, bro. Like, we need to give the resources to T.C. Taylor. We need to give the resources to Tremaine Jackson in Prairie View. We need to give the resources to Eddie Robinson Jr. at Alabama State. Man, we don't need to be having no more conversations about FAMU right now. Put them on pause. Put them on ice, because their postseason dreams are going to be on ice in 2026 and watching from the sidelines. Oh, woe is me. I'm a Florida A&M fan, and I can't even get excited about this season because my kids don't even want to do good in the classroom.
Hey, Long Island Sharks will be right there with you, because over 100 kids in that athletic program were playing ineligible because they couldn't get their grades up.
Who's getting this money? Well, half of these administrations are doing illegal activities. Deion Sanders has told you about it. Ed Reed has told you about it. Who are we giving this money to? Who's monitoring the money? We can't even monitor NIL Go. So how are we going to monitor when we give resources to these HBCU schools when people are telling you, hey, like Deion told you, hey, y'all saw the stadium was filled. How do we only make $6,000 off of this game? Like, there's a lot of illegal activity going on, and it's the admin. It's not football related. It is the admin, and you're seeing it across other universities in America. Piscataway, Rutgers. There's a lot of illegal activity going on. UCLA, there's a lot. If these schools who should have plenty of money don't have money, that means somebody is taking the money. Don't pour resources into something that's illegal, bro. You pretty much pour resources into a Ponzi scheme. That's stupid.
Right.
Give me the money.
Yeah, give me the money. It's going in my pocket.
The resources need to go to the schools that actually want to compete in the classroom. Mm-hmm. They need to go to the schools that's actually doing it the right way, because you can't say that I'm getting the same resources as you, Mississippi Valley State University. Illustrious university that is Mississippi Valley State University, but you can't even uphold the standards of having an APR score. I wish I could do World of College Football right now, because I would literally tell you, audience, that we're supposed to be getting hyped for the college football season starting technically in week 0 with the MEAC versus SWAC challenge. And I'm telling you right now, there are only 3 schools that are technically ineligible in all FCS. Those 3 schools are HBCUs. How am I supposed to be asking and advocating for ad dollars, money dollars? Well, I said money dollars, but the higher up, the higher ups to pour into it. The celebration bowls. The celebration bowl took a hit, waking up and catch a stray, waking up and saying, "Dang, my schools can't even compete." Like, we wasn't really worried about Mississippi Valley State anyways, but FAMU can't compete. That's tough, bro. That's tough. So I just say, the money needs to go to the schools that's actually doing it the right way. T.C. Taylor, like Prairie View and Tremaine Jackson.
Hey, the Score Act has been pulled from the House floor voting schedule this week. That's interesting.
I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to close it on this one. With what happened in the Big 12 and these companies opening up these kind of we'll loan you guys the money, certain teams, watch out. Shit's going to get real ugly. You could see the same type of stuff happening in the Big 12. They take the money and they don't use it properly. It goes in my pocket to have a personal ride, have luxury, this and that. And then all of a sudden, these Big 12 teams are belly up to.
Right. Yeah. Coaches getting private flights everywhere, but you guys don't have any money. So that's why Kobe college football playoff teams are coming. We're getting 24. The money is going to be the ultimate means, but then what happens when they're still mismanaging the money at 24? Then we're going to go to 32. Well, why don't everybody make it? All the power.
Hey, but at 24, there's enough money for them to mismanage and still make money.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly, man. As I always like to say, there's no more victories in the sport that survived the best. What college football is the greatest regular season? More. Fantastic show tonight, man. You all take care. One. Yes, sir. Today I am the governor of college football. Yes, sir. The mayor of college football, a.k.a. Downtown Nino Brown. Yes, sir.